Welcome everybody, and today we're taking a look at another Monster Mayhem film, and it is 1957's The Black Scorpion. So this is directed by Edward Ludwig, who we talked about earlier this month with the film noir Flame of the Islands. This is a monster horror film, clocking in at 88 minutes long. Stars the likes of Richard Denning, who was in a bunch of other 50s similar films from the period, like Creature from the Black Lagoon, Day the World Ended, Creature with the Atom Brain, and Target Earth. You've also got Myra Corday, who was also in the likes of Tarantula and The Giant Claw. Second of those being released in the same year as this one. So yeah, volcanic activity frees giant scorpions from the earth who wreak havoc in the Mexican rural countryside and eventually threaten Mexico City itself. So despite this and suffering from some of the same flaws that would plague other similar efforts from the 1950s, and the low budget is quite evident in certain areas, this is nonetheless an entertaining and engrossing effort for the majority of its running time. And this is thanks to the likable characters, solid pacing. The Mexico setting makes for a nice change instead of the typical urban sprawl of America. The score is decent. The stop motion effects are great, which are done by Willis O'Brien, who obviously most well known for his work on King Kong. Obviously, he also went on to do like some Mighty Joe Young and such like that. But yeah, those effects are really the highlight of this. Granted, he's obviously working with a much lower budget than he might well have been used to at the time, but outside of the Ray Harryhausen films from the 1950s, there's very few other films of this type that use stop motion animation, and yeah, this is probably one of the best outside of what Ray Harryhausen did. And although the close-up shots of the titular Black Scorpion are a little bit goofy, as you probably can tell by the face, because that is what it looks like in the film, it does nonetheless at least feel alive with its dripping mouth and bulging eyes, which is not the case for several other kind of similar efforts. Look at the Giant Claw, for instance, and it does look just like a marionette. It does not look like something that could exist in real life. So, yeah, this gets a 3.5 out of 5. Definitely one of my favourite and sci-fi and monster horror films from this period. And yeah, this release from the Warner Brothers Archive collection is a solid one as well. Nothing spectacular in terms of the transfer or anything like that, but it does the job. And there are several extras on this release as well, but the film itself is in the aspect ratio 178:1. You've got DTS HD master audio with this, which is in English 2.0 mono. You do have English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing, and it is a 1080p high definition presentation. And in terms of extras, you've got stop motion masters with Ray Harryhausen, footage of the Las Vegas Monster and Beetlemen, Harryhausen animated dinosaur sequence from Irwin Allen's 1956 Animal World as well. So, yeah, some relevant extras there, especially when it comes to the Ray Harryhausen stuff, because obviously he's the king of stop motion animation. But if it wasn't for Willis O'Brien, Ray Harryhausen wouldn't have been, inspired and influenced to go and do that kind of thing himself. So, yeah, overall, a really, really good effort, and yeah, definitely one of my favorite kind of monster films from the 1950s. So, yeah, but nonetheless, thank you for watching. If you have seen The Black Scorpion before, let's hear your thoughts on it. And yeah, there's probably going to be one, maybe two more of these Monster Mayhem videos for the rest of this month, but regardless, I have enjoyed looking at the few that we have looked at so far. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.